Professor Andrew here to clarify that this is not how bodies fight off infections. There's no teeny tiny white blood cell braver than the rest apparently, literally beating viruses to death with their bare fists.
Aw, I thought all my insides were gruff badasses waiting for me to ingest something dangerous like a whole jalapeno, or peanut butter, or dirt.
Your dreams are dumb and don't actually eat dirt.
Want to try replacing all my newly crushed dreams with shiny new ones?
In this game, you can quite literally play as a teeny tiny white blood cell, braver than the rest, literally beating viruses to death with their bare fists.
Plasma Puncher is a game all about protecting an unknown human body from an infection via this ginormous bacteria. The other white blood cells end up not being much of a challenge for the army this sphere of doom brought with it, but that's why you, with your hair, are the perfect cell for the job.
You'll employ various forms of throwing your fists all around to dispatch several varieties of threatening yet adorable enemies, all with their own look, feel, and attack. Some of them even invite their doom by dancing while you beat their friends to death. You'll punch and bish and bash and fight and combo and defeat while these bars on the right side of the screen fill.
This game is a never-ending treadmill of enemies you fight on the surface of this bacteria you're trying to destroy. As such, enemies appear in waves, and the yellow bar on the right side of the screen indicates which one you're on. The bar will fill a certain amount with each yellow orb collected depending on which wave you're on. It can fill a lot, indicating few enemies, or very little, meaning you're in for a clusterfuck of projectiles and the enemies are in for a fistifuck of fists.
Don't use that term again. This other bar that fills is your Super Ultimate Hyperbolic Attack, or SUHA, if you want to sound like you're cutting off the word soup to laugh at the word soup. This is how you damage the mother microbe you run around on top of. Each time you activate your SUHA, you take away 1 heart from it. This seems like a long process with very little to change up what you see as you progress, but that's why there's upgrades.
You can evolve your punches and combos, or in layman's terms, you can power up your fist of fuckery using the yellow orbs you collect when you defeat enemies. You can lengthen your combo, give you a dash ability, give you the best attack in the game, the slam, and more.
Within these few options are permanent and non-permanent upgrades, thus ensuring you'll almost always have something to spend your money on. The armored hearts are non-permanent and will only last until you run out of HP. Fortunately, you begin again at the start of the wave of enemies you're on, so the checkpoints are rather kind in this game.
This is specifically important during the first few and last few waves, when resources are incredibly scarce. You'll hit the middle of the 4th wave before you even have a prayer of setting the SUHA off. Because of this, your resources are precious, dodging is imperative, and learning how to heal is important.
Fear not though, because there are on-field things that can give you the upper hand in battle. First and foremost, red blood cells. Your friends. They'll fly in from time to time, usually when you don't have full health, and if you
abuse your friendship,
they'll drop a heart to fill in 1 chunk of your 3-chunk health bar. Second, there are these yellow guys. They appear every so often, and if you
choose violence,
they'll leave behind the power chromosome, which will bestow you with several different abilities, from a hammer, a drill fist, a swirling swarm of urchins, a tornado, and more. These will help you rip through hordes fast and collect those sweet, sweet orbs.
The grind in Plasma Puncher can create a rather repetitive experience that won't hold every player until the end. But the wealth of different enemies, the small yet powerful abilities you buy and upgrade, the rotating selection of about half a dozen songs, selectable difficulties, and the adorable look will keep the playthrough interesting. At $6 USD, Plasma Puncher is very much worth the price of admission. Take up the fight in the hardcore and time attack modes, then go back for more in the regular game. Oh, and don't forget to change your collectible hat as well.
We hope you enjoyed our microscopic review of Plasma Puncher. 5 years after the game actually came out. Late to the party? Nah. Pioneers of its resurgence in 2022. That's what we believe.
Viva la Plasma Puncher!
Anyway, be sure to share this review around and follow us for more timely reviews. Thank you, and don't eat dirt.